And the attacks in France were not an isolated incident.
And if you think the United States isn't at risk of a terrorist attack, one terrorism analyst in Colorado Springs says, think again. KRDO News Channel 13's Greg Miller is in our Newsplex. And Greg, how bad is the threat?
James and Heather, he says terrorist groups are now more organized and more funded than ever, primarily by wealthy activists in the Middle East and a lot of those nation states in the same area, meaning France and other countries, including the U.S., need to be on high alert tonight.
17 deaths, 17 French people killed in 3 days. This has not happened for decades, so there's relief.
But France's prime minister says that relief will not last long. Terrorism analyst Craig Smith in Colorado Springs says it shouldn't.
I would argue that terrorism's stronger now than what we've seen in the past several years.
His reason?
The intelligence community and the world in general has not witnessed terrorism be this organized, this well-funded, and attacks carried out in such a grandiose and blatant manner.
Something echoed by Mitch McConnell.
The war on terrorism is not over, and not likely to be over anytime soon.
All that money, all that training, all that funding is trickling down to the lone wolf. So he looks like a lone wolf, but he's really not a lone wolf. What we're seeing in France is very organized, very deliberate, but it started somewhere. It started with wealthy donors in the Middle East and a radical ideology that's spreading across the globe.
But why France?
France, there's a big conflict between the freedom and the liberalism that they enjoy over there, the democracy, and a radical ideology that's sprouting up all over the world, mostly by media, mass synthesis of technology.
And Smith insists it could have happened anywhere.
There's no boundaries anymore.
Now, Smith says he has seen reports that show an uptick in threats to the United States. Today, MI5, the Secret Service in England, also issued a new warning, but Smith says a number of these threats are often foiled by U.S. intelligence officials. We just never know about them. In the Newsplex, Greg Miller, KRDO News Channel 13.